Welcome back to the Let's Talk About Jesus weekly podcast from Viewpoint Ministries International, where we grow deeper, live stronger, and walk closer with Christ. Today, we're diving into something that quietly steals from all of us: our purpose, our calling, and our spiritual growth. I'm talking about the three thieves of intentionality: excuses, fear, and procrastination. These aren't just bad habits, they're spiritual distractions that keep us from fully stepping into what God has called us to do. So let's talk about it. Part 1, the thief of excuses. Excuses often sound reasonable, but they make us feel justified. However, in reality, they delay obedience. Throughout the book of Exodus, when Moses kept giving reasons why he couldn't lead Israel, he said he wasn't qualified, wasn't a good speaker, and questioned God's choice. But God wasn't looking for perfection. He was looking for obedience. Excuses shift responsibility away from us, but intentional living requires ownership. When God calls, our response shouldn't be, "Why me?" but instead it should be, "Here am I." Part 2, the thief of fear. Fear is powerful. It whispers, "What if I fail?" or "What will people think?" But Scripture reminds us in the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind." Fear will keep you stuck in places God never intended you to stay. It builds walls where God is calling you to walk through doors. Intentionality requires courage, not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward despite the fear. Part 3, the thief of procrastination. Procrastination says, I'll just do it later. But later is often where purpose goes to die. And remember, delayed obedience is still disobedience. Every time we put up what God has placed in our hearts, we risk missing divine timing and opportunities. Let's take a look in Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 4. And I read, "Whoever watches the wind will not plant. Whoever looks at the clouds will not reap." So in other words, if you wait for perfect conditions, you'll never move. Intentional living means acting now, trusting that God will meet you in your obedience. So, today we've talked about excuses, fear, and procrastination. These three thieves don't just steal time, they steal purpose, progress, and peace. But there's good news. Through Christ, you have the authority to overcome every one of them. When you live intentionally, you align yourself with God's will. And that's where transformation happens. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Let's Talk About Jesus podcast with Viewpoint Ministries International. If this message spoke to you, share it with someone who needs encouragement to step out in faith and live with intention. Remember, God is not waiting for you to be perfect. He's waiting for you to be willing. So until next time, keep your faith strong, your purpose clear, and your heart anchored in Jesus. Let's keep talking about him. Have a blessed week.